Ancient philosophers took friendship very seriously. If you take the same Aristocles in a way, he viewed friendship as an ideal relationship. The first of the reasons they were all fans of Danny Lee, also known as Kozuya. And the second reason why friendship is so important and so idealized amongst pumped-up bearded men, pro-chinks, is because it's a relationship of true and radical equality. If we talk about true friendship and there is no material gain in it, there is no sense of dependency, there is no sense of exchange. It is in no way a transactional relationship, for in most other cases the relationship does contain some kind of transaction, e.g. material things in exchange for abstract concepts. But friendship is a relationship in which there is nothing for you but the relationship itself, and that is the point. And there is a point in stopping socializing with pseudo-friends. After all, as the saying goes, if you get your ass laid, don't relax, it's probably lube. Although that sounds pretty tempting to some people, okay? By the way, in all popular tales there is at least one storyline about friendship, or how it happens for an hour. The whole plot is devoted to it, where at first glance friendship is presented as a toxic relationship between an asshole and an asshole, but it's only at first glance. Personally, I see the author trying to show the very friendship according to Aristotle. A friendship that is only possible between two fully formed individuals. And since the two orphans were resentful of the world, their path in their relationship paralleled their ninja path, and reaching peace of mind, they began to understand each other more and other gachi mucha baita. Then, after a tear tantrum, they found their core through pain and deep work on themselves. Although if you revisit their relationship, it will now be seen that the author tried to show the depth of their relationship precisely in the crisis moments where the conflict came down to the newfangled Ecoprostheses. But it's better to look at Mike Guy. Looked it up, and that's enough. Also, Aristotle believed that the quality of friendships was more important than the quantity. After all, the quality of like-minded people also affects your self-development, and if they are also from different countries and you communicate in English, it will greatly expand your worldview. The author also showed friendship according to Aristotle. Only there was no conflict between the characters anymore. Sanji wanted to be a top 1 sushi maker or a shavermeister. Zoro top 1 alcoholic, as opposed to other more superficial types of friendship for the sake of gain or for the sake of emotion. A friendship in which your companion has aspirations and is a carrier of those values that are close to you in the case of base works, be it books, anime movies. Values that are put in the forefront are courage, honesty, wisdom. But the rightness of these or those things is subjective. So the values that you consider worthy can also be different. Such friendship is not built on superficial things like looks, finances, status. And seemingly completely different people, both outwardly and inwardly, can help each other along the way. Of course, to see the inner core in another, you have to have your own core, and therein lies a big part of friendship. It's your personality. People attract people like themselves, and if everyone in your environment isn't so nice, it's worth reflecting on your views. After all, one way or another, unlike family friends, we choose ourselves. Not for nothing, they say. Tell me who your friend is. I'll tell you who you are. So understanding what is good for you, what is bad for you, what you want from life, and what are your goals directly affect the person who will be with you, well or not. Many people are not lucky enough to meet that very person. After all, it's hard to say at what exact moment friendship is born. When you pour water into a vessel at a drop, there is one last drop, from which he suddenly overflows and the water overflows over the edge. So here in a series of good deeds, someone suddenly overflows the heart. Also, long-lasting friendships foster the discovery of many qualities, both bad and good. Your personality is the mirror of the friendship. So you could say it's not a bad way to become a better person. If you put aside all that feigned politeness and accept constructive criticism and communicate frankly and honestly, you can pump up all your lagging characteristics. Honesty is the foundation of friendship. A real friend has no sense to lie. Is better to accept the bitter truth from a friend than to hear flattery from an ill-wisher. Cowardly friend is scarier than the enemy because the enemy is feared and on the friend hope. True friendship should strengthen human personality, not suppress it. Strange as it may seem, whoever I talk to on such topics, the vast majority of people think that love is the most important thing in their lives. It should be sought, developed and preserved, fought for and defended. And friendship is something temporary, fleeting, not so important and relevant. and this is not surprising. After all, for many people, friendship is limited to the first two types of friendship that Aristotle described. The lowest types of friendship where people do not love each other but only the benefit or pleasure that is achieved in their communication. And of course, such friendship cannot be lasting, since with the disappearance of benefit or pleasure disappear friendship itself. There is nothing wrong with this. Someone is lucky in love, someone with a friend, and someone is just doomed to be lonely. And if we perceive true friendship as a new level of consciousness, a stage of purity of heart, and the highest stage of nobility, then it becomes clear why it is so little in real life and so much in the work of writers.